WWE's Fast Lane is a little under 5 weeks away, and it's amazing to me how a year can change, and now we have what we have right now. I mean, I'm just so excited about it. But before we do that, WrestleMania Network is actually 1 year old, and we've had this format for over a year now. I believe since the Rumble. And as always, you have your little countdown clock. You have your matches, your history, your tickets. I doubt there's any WrestleMania tickets left, but if there are, you can still get them somehow. Your social media wall, which is, I guess, interact with the universe. Bay Area info, which is for the Bay Area, and of course the network, which you can order now, but for 24 hours, I believe after Raw, actually, I take that back, after Raw, the network debuted, and, actually no, the network debuted a 24-hour thing after Raw, which you can see it, you can click it, and there's a live stream you can watch for 24 hours of the best of the network. Kind of repeats some stuff a little bit, but right now it's showing NXT TakeOver, TakeOver's rival event, which is a great show. I saw it. It was amazing. But, like the network, you can order it for $9.99, or for the rest, I believe, about 4 days now, and counting. You can have it for free. I don't know why you would do it for 4 days. You just probably pay $9.99. It's actually worth it. I'll just say that much. But let's just go to the matches here. First off, a match that I thought I would never see in my life. Sting and Triple H. The Battle of the Icons. The Icon Sting versus the Game Triple H, the COO of the company. And this is a very interesting match because it's trying to gravitate towards the Attitude Era, or the Invasion angles. Because when WCW was bought in 2001, Sting was never to be seen again in a WWE ring. Technically, the only time before all this before all this we've seen recently go down, Sting's technically only WWE appearance was the last Nitro because it was produced by WWE, because they were buying the company. As you saw Shane McMahon buy WCW, and the rest was history. So technically Sting has worked for WWE before, but under the WCW umbrella. A man who was the face of WCW, if there ever was one. And I think since then he was in some companies in Australia and other companies. He was in TNA for a while. I mean, he was the NWA World Champion for several reigns. Same with the TNA World Title. He had a tag team title run with Kurt Angle. And at Survivor Series he came, and the whole Invasion angle began again. Because for 14 years Sting was not part of the Invasion angle. Was not part. I think he just let his contract run over. Because that's what a lot of stars did with like Scott Steiner and a lot of other big names. That didn't want to draw to the invasion, to the then WWF, because that's what's going to happen, because Vince is going to fucking win. It's obvious. Survivor Series. We didn't know at the time, because back then, you never know what was going to happen. The invasion came, and it happened, and we got what we got. And if Sting was actually there, it probably would have turned the tide a little bit. But the outcome would have been the same. But Sting goes back into Survivor Series, destroys the authority from within, and we have the match we have now because of Fastlane. We had a face-off. Sting brought back the bat, which was amazing. It seemed wrong with him without the bat. It just didn't seem right. And he brought back the bat, made Triple H in a corner just get rid of his sledgehammer, his own burial instrument, being taken away from his hand, pointing at the WrestleMania sign with the bat, and then going back to the neck, pushing it. Old school Sting. I loved it. And Sting, we have the match we have now, Sting and Triple H, a match that I never thought I would ever see until now. I personally do not care who wins this match, because this match is a match I did not think I would want to see until right now. It's an amazing match. A lot of people have wanted Taker and Sting, with Taker losing the streak last year. It would have been a great match still. It wouldn't have had the streak versus career people have wanted to do with this match, so that takes a little bit out of it, but it would have been a great match regardless. We have a great match right now, as Sting makes his WWE in-ring debut as well as his WrestleMania debut at the same time. The streak is at 0-0. Either way, the streak will happen. Either way, it will have a losing streak or a winning streak. The streak will begin either way, but this will be a great match. I don't care who wins this one. I just want to see it happen. And then we have the Undisputed Championship, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which I refuse to call it that. The Undisputed title's on the line. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns has had a very interesting road. He won the Rumble, then he wanted to put it on the line like an idiot, and somehow won the match against Daniel Bryan. I mean, I will say this: there was some controversy of the match. Daniel Bryan, like they were at Fastlane. Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns were like sprawled out after a double move or something, and Bryan's foot was over Roman's body, which technically should have been a pin, but I didn't count it. But it played up the match a little bit, and Roman Reigns won. Which I will say this: Daniel Bryan on Raw last night, and Paul Heyman put him so fucking over that people actually stopped booing and cheering him, and the ones that were booing booed even louder. So I don't know what that says, but Roman was a good sport last night with the tag and everything. So I will give him that much. But what a story for Brock Lesnar. Last year, beating the streak, the Undertaker's undefeated streak, becoming the one that is the one that beat 21-1. The man that is a fucking beast, literally. And that SummerSlam he won the undisputed title and has held it ever since. I don't remember the last time he defended it was actually at the Rumble. So I think maybe a month or two now. He'll pre-defend it again, which isn't that bad of a stretch compared to what we had since Night of Champions, which was several months, which is very odd. But it takes them, but it's good because the title it made other titles unique. It made other titles have a branching storyline, become more important, become more prestigious, like the United States Championship. Especially when we're having it Fastlane and Rusev at Cena. We'll get to that when they actually have a match, or if they ever have one. I don't know. But I will say this still with Rusev. I'll get back to what we're saying. But with Rusev defeating John Cena at Fastlane, he becomes the fourth man, I believe, to make John Cena submit. He did not tap out. It was not a verbal submission. He just passed out. And in the record books, that counts as a submission. So he joins an illustrious list of men who defeated John Cena. Y2J Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit. And now Rusev are the only men to have made John Cena submit in some way or form. John Cena has probably only tapped out maybe 5 times in his career. Twice being Angle, once being Benoit, once being Y2J, maybe twice even with Y2J, and Benoit maybe twice as well. And then the Rusev thing, which was amazing. But back to the whole Reigns Lesnar thing, I can see this going two ways. Either Roman Reigns defies all the odds, because let's face it, WWE's not out a lot of options. Daniel Bryan is a good choice for the face, but he has that neck, and that could be broken at any time. So they don't want to take a chance on that. He'll be a main event player nonetheless, but he will not be the face because of that neck injury. I can just say that right now. And Randy Orton just came back, but it's iffy. Is he a face? Is he a heel? He destroyed Rollins, and they teamed with Rollins. And John Cena looks like he's on the decline of his career after that loss to Rusev. He doesn't even have a WrestleMania match. Rusev denied his rematch. So John Cena, this could be his last WrestleMania, if anything. So they need to look towards the future. And like it or not, Roman Reigns is that future. Because ever since he came to the WWE, he was a homegrown talent, which is rare nowadays, because you have a lot of indie guys like Rollins and Ambrose and Cesaro and a lot of people in NXT like Hideo Itami, the former Kenta, the former Prince Devitt, who is Finn Balor. God, you have a shitload. You have Kevin Owens, the former Kevin Steen, the former El Generico. Well, people say he's still El Generico is still children in an orphanage. I can't see him talk straight. But the former Generico nonetheless, Sami Zayn. And you have great talent in the women's division like Sasha Banks, Charlotte, the former actually Becky Lynch, the former Rebecca Quinn, Rebecca Knox actually, but Rebecca Quinn regardless. I mean, you have a shitload of talent. The future is bright with former who's who of wrestling for sure. But ever since NXT was actually not a seasonal product, it was becoming a developmental brand. Roman Reigns was homegrown, and he still has a Shield gimmick. He still has the fucking Shield gimmick. So by default, that is your face of the WWE, the man who is built by the WWE and is given the fucking worst gimmick, the one-man Shield. And that's what he literally is, a one-man Shield. And he lives up to that gimmick for sure. But like it or not, as much as I hate it, Roman Reigns will probably win the Undisputed title and become the face of the WWE to replace John Cena. But what a story it would be for Brock Lesnar, the one that is the one in 21-1, the undisputed champion, to retain at the event last year that I said that he would beat the streak, and he did. No one believed me, and he did it. They are not going to let Brock Lesnar lose that easily if he does lose. But they will probably make him win and hold the belt for a very long time. But his contract's coming up, so that this could have a development in that event. And we have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which I'm actually glad is coming back, because with the streak being over, you need something to put young talent over. You need something to make it worthwhile, because like I've always said every year, I would love to see a young talent beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, so where that streak would push their career to the fucking moon. And this is what this does right now. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, you win this match, you will be pushed to the fucking moon. No doubt. Cesaro is a Teddy champion. Cesaro was pushed to the fucking moon for a while, had Paul Heyman as his manager. Was kind of left to the sidelines a little bit, just lost in the shuffle. But is now Teddy champion. Tyson Kidd. And here are the following names that so far in this battle royal. And we'll just go through them one by one, and we'll just see what happens here. First off, The Miz. There's no way in fucking hell will win this match, but Miz will get involved somehow, I know that much. With Curtis Axel, I can't stop shitting on this guy, because there is a rule in the Rumble. If you don't make it into after your entry, you have a certain amount of time to go to the ring in the Rumble. He got attacked, he didn't make it to the ring, he's eliminated. So he's been going on for weeks saying he's not eliminated, which is fucking stupid, because you were. You weren't even in the match. You entered the match, you didn't go in, you lost, you're out. But you gotta make him relevant somehow, so I like it. I love the fact he has the WrestleMania shirt, though, I will say that. But I will say this. You have no other choice but to make this man the fucking winner. You have no choice. He's been going around saying he won the Rumble, so you have to make him win this Battle Royal to make up for it. There is no other choice. I mean, who's the other person? Ryback? No way Ryback's fucking winning. There's no way. Curtis Axel, Axelmania, like it or not, will win the Battle Royal and push himself to the fucking moon, and probably, maybe not, hopefully, be better than his father. I hope not, but you cannot beat perfection. But before we go, there is one match we do want to talk about, and that was the amazing swerve of the fucking year. Bray Wyatt going into WrestleMania. I've been talking about The Undertaker. I've had hella pipe bombs all over the place. But now, he came in the fast lane. The Druids were there. The music was there. The coffin was there. The casket, if you will, was there. Everyone thought I thought was The Undertaker. I don't get fooled often. And Bray Wyatt comes out of that fucking casket. It was incredible. My mind was blown, and he calls it The Undertaker. So officially, even though it's not on the actual card page, The Undertaker will face Bray Wyatt. Now, I do not know if this match will actually happen because of the condition of The Undertaker ever since last year at WrestleMania. But the streak is no longer on the line. This is just for pride now. And that's what I like about this. The fact that Bray Wyatt is going to do what he wants to do. This is a match I wanted to see for a very long time. I personally would have wanted Bray to beat the streak. But that can happen now, and Bray's actually has a losing streak going into this one. It's hard to say. I cannot fucking talk. But whatever happens, it'll be a great match, a great night, and WrestleMania. What else can you say?